Today we're continuing our conversations about small tractors and implements for market gardens. Today's guests are Doug and Gemma from Zaklan Heritage Farm. This is a market garden in Surrey, BC, about 2 acres. They do a lot of specialty veg for restaurants in the Vancouver, BC area with some success. These guys run a really tight operation. I was very impressed with everything that I saw there. This video you're seeing today is just a small segment of the longer video I did with them that was posted at fromthefield.farm. And the membership for fromthefield.farm is now open, so if you want to join us, join up between now and July 19th to become a monthly or annual member. Link is in the show notes. Check it out and enjoy this one.
Company in like a mom and pop shop in Florida, and they make a thing that's totally different called Jiffy Hitch, and yeah, it just makes it so that I can switch implements like I can with the BCS in like 30 seconds or a minute with the tractor, because if you don't have a quick hitch system or a Jiffy Hitch, I time myself is like 15 minutes sometimes, and you're like cursing, or more than 15 minutes if things aren't lining up or whatever. So this, I just back up. I've got, we can take a look on the tractor, but the male side of this triangle kind of comes in and sits inside, and then pins come through here to lock it in. So yeah, I just back up and then lift it up, and then I just need to get off the tractor to mount the PTO. So it takes me 2 minutes, 1 minute to mount an implement. So what I'll do in my bed prep kind of SOP, I'd go and I'd rip it so that I get like, this is my broad fork.
That's the real broad fork.
Yeah, and I love this broad fork. Yeah. It's like, I'm not sweating at the end of it.
Yes.
So I go around, rip everything, so I'm getting that like nice root penetration and everything. Well, actually, first thing I would do is kind of hit it with the flail mower, which like knocks it down like right to soil surface, like super clean. I'm really stoked on it. Like, we can take a look at our salad mix field, and so like, we had a bed that we were harvesting on Thursday, and it's already flipped and everything and covered with bunker plastic, and it'll be ready to plant like in a week or two and be like super clean.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after I flailed it and then ripped it, then I use my power harrow with the seedbed roller on it, so I get nice compaction, and I'm not bringing up any new weed seeds, and I still get like nice depth, like where I think when I started, like the goal was to kind of be fluffy, and then I realized, it's like tillage is bad, and then I was trying not to till, and now I've got like this happy medium where I'm getting like a root penetration, I'm flipping the bed, I'm getting a nice nice level of compaction on the soil, so that I can seed into that and like have good results with the paper potter and with the jang.
Okay, so this is the real farmer's broad fork.
Yeah, I mean to get like root penetration, like it's coming all the way up to, like, you can kind of see it like up to here. Depending on the bed condition, sometimes I'll run it like lower or whatever, and yeah, it's easy on the back. Takes to drive down a bed 15 seconds.
It like
30
cracks
seconds.
that real hard pan, which and like in our soils we have weird variations through different parts of the farm, and so like it's just like we're opening up new fields and like using that, and it's so nice. Like it just brings like a whole loft to the soil, like aerates it, and then like we had like a really wet spot that we just did this with, and it like has like helped dry it out, and like with cover crops too, like we don't have a plow, so running this, like mowing, running that through, and then like harrowing it really like helps kind of like get that cover crop out, and yeah, it's crazy. It's so nice.
It's like with the BCS you'd be doing like the broad fork and then using the power harrow, and this takes less time, it's easier on your body, it does a better job.
So what's this implement actually called?
Well, the distributor, they call it a ripper, but some people call them subsoilers, or I don't know. There's
Shanks.
Yeah, I've always known it as a subsoiler. I thought it was something different though. So those two go into your. So there's 2 shanks that go into your 30-inch bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you need to look at your tractor and what your tractor is rated for, because you can.
And your soil type.
Depends on how many like horsepower, and so that's why we went with the L3901, so that I could do a double shank. And even then, I think it says that it's kind of on the border of whether it can or can't, but it does fine in our soils. Maybe
so you got that from Land Pride?
So Land Pride's owned by Kubota, And then so I just work with I'm a local Kubota dealer. So they bring Land Pride, and then I just mounted the Jiffy Hitch onto it.
Wow. Okay, so with this Jiffy Hitch thing, you got to have those on every. I see. I get it now.
You've got permanently mounted the females on all the implements you want to use, and then you have your male implemented on the tractor, which stays, right? And if you want it, like I've got a rotary mower for like mowing the pasture, and the rotary mower?
No.
The male. The rotary mower, like it doesn't have a Jiffy Hitch, but it just goes back to like the standard where it takes me 15 minutes to change an implement, which is not the end of the world.
But it's also
for a job that I
things,
do like 3 times a
like,
year.
Right.
So we have a tiller that we had from our previous tractor. Did you talk about this?
No.
And like we thought we kept it because we thought it like works with our bed size relatively. Like we haven't used it since we got the Power Harrow. Like we just have totally eliminated tilling.
So I guess we're
so now we're a no-till farm.
Depends on how you define no-till.
I know. Everybody's like using. We're like, you're using a harrow.
I was calling it that for years. Then I think it's low till is more the minimal tillage.
Yeah.
So okay, so your process is when a bed's done, you flail it, then you shank it, then you harrow it.
And the shanking doesn't always happen.
Yeah, like at the beginning of the season, I'll make sure that I've shanked everything.
Yeah, like you don't need to do that throughout the season too much.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, like for the mustards, they're shallow rooted anyways. I just didn't rip it. I just went through and flail it down to like the surface, so I'm getting like all the growing tips, and then just harrowing that in.
And then nutrients.
And compost and granular organic fertilizer.
So after you flail, then you put on new compost. And
after we harrow, we do like 2 passes with the harrow. So you'll do like a flail, a harrow, and then you'll put compost or nutrients on.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing, just to make sure that we are killing that. There's no regrowth on whatever it might be. And so like that first pass, I'll try and make it more deep with the harrow, and then the second pass with the compost. I don't want that compost buried. I want it where the roots are going to be. So I'll just keep it nice and shallow, and especially like I can control the depth on the harrow like a lot better because I've got the seed roller than I could with the tiller. So things like the carrots, like it'll be like kind of like a super shallow tillage. So I'm sure that I'm not bringing up any new weed seeds. It's got a lot more control. It's really cool.
And are you tarping?
Yeah.
So you're tarping in conjunction with this.
Well,
that's a new thing for us this year. So like we used to tarp in like fall through the winter, and then have a bed that we could seed into early in the spring, and then that was kind of like it. We got didn't use the tarps in the system really, and then last year we kind of at the end of the year had this revelation that like we might, because we open up more space. Part of the issue is that we never our bed timing was so tight between plantings, we never had time to tarp in between, and so then you were just kind of always dealing with that issue, and we didn't. Yeah, so you're always dealing with the weed pressure issue and trying to have enough time for stale bedding. But this year we have more bedroom, so we have a bit more flexibility, which is really nice. So we're now tarping in between plantings, on the salad mix, and we're flaming our salad mix beds. So they just the beds are about to emerge, and they flamed them this morning. So we're trying to stale bed everything, and also doing that with our carrots and getting multiple flames on a carrot bed before it emerges.
Yeah, I mean the trick with the plastic is that it's an extra step, and we're always trying to cut up steps, but it speeds up the decomposition of whatever bed debris you have from the previous crop, and it forces weeds really well. So when you do uncover it, you can flame it with a lot more efficiency.
Yeah.
If you guys like that, give that one a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you liked this kind of content, keep in mind that a lot of what you're seeing here are shortened versions of very long versions that are full tours with experts in the field talking about their operations. And I'm visiting all kinds of farms, not just market gardens. So the variety of content that I'm posting from the field is ever growing. So if you want to sign up, join us before July 19th, and I hope to see you in there. See you in the next video.